Yao Yi League select. Amro Abbas scoring the winner in the semi-final. Matt Zeller getting a second. Gather at the side of the pitch. Waiting to make their way forward. Slow with the ball in her hand and a whistle in the other. She will be officiating this match. So Newcastle will be wearing their blue strip. The Yao Yi League will be in all white. Getting a little bit cooler now. But there will be some tired bodies out there, having played the whole weekend.
Yeah, it's incredible how hot it is out on that pitch. And teams have performed to a very high standard, great levels of fitness. They'll have taken on quite a lot of fluids in the break, maybe had a massage. But adrenaline will get them through, certainly. They want to do their best. Been impressed with this referee this weekend, Peter. Quite a few, hasn't missed much. Quite happy to see some robust challenges go in. Takes no nonsense.
Has issued yellow cards when necessary. So taken the necessary action.
And been rewarded with a final. Well done.
So Newcastle Jets will be attacking the Sportsman's Bar end. Yao Yi just finishing off their game preparations. Solomon John Monahan Bakay is the captain for Newcastle. And we get underway. The first final of the 2018 edition of the HK Football Club City Soccer Sevens is underway. Laurie McKenna, who's the coach of the Newcastle Jets, he was here a few years ago with the Central Coast Mariners, and took them through to the final, which they eventually lost against Aston Villa. So some experience there, and a lot gathered yesterday in the defeat that they suffered. A long ball out, comes right across the goal. That needed the foot in. There's a spare man on the far post. Connor gets the ball. There's the 1-2. Was it in long? Too casual perhaps with Yao Yi at the back. Sam down, deflects the ball out. Here a well-organised team. Ball going all the way back to Noah James in goal. Gets the ball out right, rolled rather too casually perhaps, but possession is maintained. Abbas can't control that. And the ball will go out for a Newcastle Jets throw. A little shove in the back, but he gets away with that onto Newcastle.
Positive start from Newcastle Jets.
Well, you would think they would fancy themselves in this game to have a real chance of getting some silverware. 10 minutes each way. Professional players, their conditioning, one would expect. See them in very good physical shape. Down, can't get past Prendo. But Yao Yi keep possession. It's a decent turn. Robinson right across the middle, but the ball's cleared away. Kieran Hayes doing the defensive work. Bouncing around. Early, there is an overlap. It's Joseph O'Connor, who's taken down the first yellow card. His issue out to Matt Zeller. Too much doubt about that. The referee was over there very quickly. Dangerous position. And here's Joseph O'Connor, who's stood over the ball. He's going for goal, but no danger there for Martin Yu. Something of a waste of a good position.
Wrong sport. 3 points, that would get him down in Australia. I fancied just the ball. There was a guy standing in front of the goalkeeper, ball to feet, it was open. It's the better option. Easier from up here, of course.
Ball bounces out for a Jets throw. Back to James. James is an Australian under-17 international goalkeeper. He's trained with the first team. Seen as a decent prospect. Long ball up from him. Harrison. Jets maintain possession. Frendo. Shoulder, but the ball taken off him. This is 2 against 1. Down has Abbas calling for it. Can he find him? Yes, he can. Can we see some composure from Abbas? He's closed down, forced to go out. The ball across, goes behind. The chance disappears. Needed perhaps just a little bit more directness from Abbas.
It was a great ball from Sam Down. Got the ball out from under his feet, but Abbas only had one chance with it. It had to be first time, Peter. And strange that he didn't seem to want it on his right foot, and then he went to put it on his right foot.
Clear that field. Chances on. Ball is out. Shepherded out. James could have started again. Bucky. Control. Kieran Hayes just knocking the ball out. Goal kick to Yao Yi. 6 minutes on in the first half. Still scoreless. Easy for Hayes. Bouncing around. Just dealt with by the Newcastle defence, knocked forward. Abbas. Early ball from him. Tied it up at the back. Zeller. Ball's cut out. This is down. Still Yao Yi have it. There's a man in the centre, but keeper cuts that out. On for the long ball up pitch. It's allowed to bounce. And Yu does some great work to deal with that. Very positive from Martin Yu.
Think if a goalkeeper comes that far, he's got to be committed, and he certainly was. Even if he had to go straight through his own defender. Watch this. That's got to hurt. Sorry, but you were in the way.
An interesting decision for the referee to make if that hadn't been one of his own players.
Absolutely.
Ball's hit too long. O'Connor keeps it in. Frendo. Goalkeeper flicks it forward, but he's giving it away. Back to the Jets. Frendo. This ball forward. It's gone through the legs of the defender. It's a foul. Got the pressure off. Kieran Hayes. Clumsy, nothing more than that. Defender staying down.
Didn't look a lot wrong with it. Just got his foot caught, didn't he? It was a bit of a coming together. Maybe just twisted it a little bit as he's gone down. Certainly running at an angle.
He got a kick as he went down.
He's had a good start of the game, Sam Down.
Certainly got a good engine, hasn't he? Plays a lot of rugby.
Not the tallest, but he's got a low centre of gravity. It's a great first touch.
That's a great first touch, but intercepted. Frendo. For an overlap. Harrison. Right across the goal. And Connor was there. Couldn't get the final touch.
Not had too many chances so far, have we? A little bit cagey, both teams, maybe a little bit nervous. Maybe neither of them expecting to get to this final.
As we come towards the end of the first half. To be a free kick given, rather than a goal kick. He gets the return. He's under pressure now. More goalkeeper antics. Fair challenge, says the referee. Youngie come away with it. Abbas is trying to find a way through, but to no avail. At the end of the first half, the scores 0-0 between Newcastle Jets and the Youngie League Select at the end of the first half of the main competition. Plate final. There will be a few minutes for the players to take on water. So Youngie go into their huddle. Tactically nil. Youngie playing as they always do.
With commitment.
With commitment and organisation.
Yep, and that's all they can do, really. You expect Newcastle Jets, as you said, to be technically better and have better fitness, but the Yowie players will certainly have the commitment levels. 10 more minutes, they'll forget that they're tired now. Just need to hold their nerve, no silly mistakes. Maybe just the odd goal could win this one, you know.
Well, there hasn't been too much in the way of goalmouth action. Yowie have been quite content to allow the Newcastle Jets to keep possession of the ball and looking really to get something on the break.
Both the wins today have been 1-0s. So if you follow that form, if Yowie go one up, they'll try to cling on to it.
Certainly the later in the game, if they as time goes on, if they are able to nick one, it becomes so difficult then for Newcastle, who will then have to chase the equaliser. And Yowie, with their organisation and commitment, the two things that really have served them so well, and they're able to just keep Newcastle at arm's length. They have not shown an awful lot of ability to score on a regular basis. Jackson Frendo scored the 2 goals that beat the Red Dragons. But it has been a struggle for them.
They looked good once they went a goal up in the last game. Before that, a little bit nervy. Maybe the same here.
That first goal making such an enormous amount of difference. The team conceding, having to chase the game, the gaps will open up.
Absolutely. 10 more minutes.
So the teams are back out for the second half. Just waiting for the referee to blow her whistle. Just checks their watch. And away we go. And the second half is underway. The plate final into its second period. Still 0-0 between Newcastle Jets and the Yaoundé League Select. Possession given away. The ball up for a bit of chase. Kieran Robinson just taken down Joseph O'Connor, giving away the free kick. Monahan Valka is the captain. So an Australian under-17 international. Brendo brings in his goalkeeper. Now you all back off. It's going to go long. There it goes.
Was that a shot?
Unfortunately, it was a complete waste of time.
He hit it with a lot of power, sliced it.
Oh, that's very disappointing to see. Kind of indicates that Newcastle Jets don't have a plan.
Yeah.
And you would hope for a little bit more than that. You also goes long.
Peter, I'm not sure if it's a factor, but you can just see the defender there put his hand in front of his face. The sun is certainly in their eyes. Can be very fierce. A little bit low at this time of day. I wonder if that'll be a factor for any high balls from Yaoundé Select.
They do have the sun at their backs.
And also the goalkeeper's vision.
Quickly taking goal kick. Dealt with it in the second attempt. Out for a throw-in. This game rather restricted to long-range shooting. You and I have played many times on this pitch, and we do know that that sun at this time of day, until it goes down behind the racetrack stand and the buildings behind, it's very difficult playing into that. Newcastle, and their best chance of the game. Montague is equal to that. Hayes. Well to control that, early ball across. Easy for Martin-New. That's a decent chance for the Newcastle Jets. First one of the game for them, really. Testing Martin-New, but he got down well.
Newcastle Jets keeping 3 men in the Yaoundé half. Pressing game. Forcing the long ball. You just see there, he lost sight of it in the sun.
Did well to control that. He maintained possession. Ball's gone out. It has been given to the Yaoundé. Will be their throw-in. Monahan and Barker conceding it. Back in play. That's cut out, but the ball does come. It's back to the Yaoundé. Can't get a shot on target. Hayes. He has plenty of space to run into.
Yeah, he snatched at it. Long run back for him now. He'll certainly feel that as a defender.
We'll just shepherd it out. And it will be a goal kick.
As we said at half-time, it might just be the odd goal that wins this. I'd like to think it would be a touch of quality as opposed to a mistake from the team.
The two teams are fairly evenly matched. Long ball straight out for a throw-in. They're tired teams here. There will be sudden death penalties if it does go all the way to full time. Long ball into the area. Goalkeeper to goalkeeper. It's difficult to see the point of missing out your entire team. but it does seem to be under instructions.
It certainly does. See the tiredness again there. Poor first touch.
For a second half substitute, couldn't keep that in.
Interesting to see what fresh legs both teams have got on the bench. Maybe somebody could come on.
The game is in. That's Thurgate. He's forced back. Thurgate again. Oh, loose pass. That was meant for Hayes, but he was never going to get that. As Thurgate has represented Newcastle Jets first team, made 7 appearances for them. They had a pretty successful season, reaching the grand final. Only being beaten 1-0 by Melbourne Victory.
Yeah, E-League have stopped playing football, Peter. Just long ball, knocking it into space, hoping somebody's going to pick it up.
That's better from the back. That's much better. Shot of goal. And there we have Kieran Hayes, who does indeed break the deadlock. And that was much better from the back, much better from Noah James. He actually found a player on the field with his feet.
Through ball, split the defence, bottom corner. Kept the ball on the deck. That's what it needed.
That's absolutely what he needed.
What have the E-League got for this last 3 minutes?
They certainly need to expend all the last energy they have. Hayes has nicked the ball back. Thurgate goes round the goalkeeper. Has he gone too far? That was well defended, but the ball had already gone out. Thurgate just overrun that. That second would have been a real killer blow. He gets us restarted. Finally, the ball is on the floor and not forward. Thurgate. There is Thurgate with his right foot. He finds the corner of the net. And Angus Thurgate makes all the difference between these two teams. It is 2-0 now, and surely Newcastle Jets will secure the victory in this plate final.
Last ditch attempt, tackle to no avail. Good bravery, took the goal well. I think, as you said, Peter, that might be enough to seal the win on a trophy on their first visit to Hong Kong.
Ball just zipping out. Quick throw in taken just to give the ball back to the goalkeeper. And unless one of the Yao Yi players goes up and challenges the goalkeeper, he will not do anything else than roll it forward. And now someone does. And that's a decent ball. Difficult for him to deal with, but kept in. Back to James. Up once more. And the flick on. Caleb Cox has joined for the last few seconds. To be a shove in the back there. Ball going out for a throw in. Plenty of time being taken for this throw. Ball had gone out to touch. That's gone up. Will be a Yao Yi throw in. Only a few seconds left. Referee pointing to where she wants the throw taken. as the ball comes in, the clock has indeed reached the final minute, final seconds, and that is the end of the game. Newcastle Jets, comfortable winners in the end, 2-0 against the Young Elite Select. Kieran Hayes and Angus Thurgate scoring the 2 goals, and there is Kieran Hayes, big smile on his face, that separated these two teams. So a successful first visit to the Cong Football Club City Soccer Sevens for Newcastle Jets.